Hi, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my hands, hi, I'm Erin of Planning Life with Erin, and I'm so excited you stopped by to check out this video. Thanks for being here, and if you're returning, hey, how have you been? All right, guys. All right, it's Friday, August 2nd. Happy August to you. We're going to be planning in the Hobonichi cousin for the week of the 5th through the 11th. I've been getting into this new routine this summer to plan on Friday, so everything is done, and then it kind of frees up my Monday for other things. So we're planning for next week, and I am so excited. Okay, so I know I mentioned this, I think, in one of my plan with me's. Yes, I did it in my monthly. Okay, so we were kicking around the idea. I got invited to Stationery Fest. So I got invited to the Hobonichi preview party, where I get to go and I get to preview the 2025 lineup, and I'm so very excited. So going back and forth with Hobonichi, the whole thing was, it was kind of last minute. I wish it was a little bit earlier of notice, but it's okay. But I was thinking, like, in terms of like, well, Joe and I will go because I can't drive over bridges. So we're going to go together. And, you know, I was kind of nervous to ask, like, is the invitation extended to him too? Whatever. Do we have a ticket to Stationery Fest? All that stuff. So we did get the confirmation when I was away in the Poconos that, yes, the invitation for the Hobonichi preview, they can extend the invitation for Joe as well. Yes, it includes an entrance to the Stationery Fest, and they're just finding out whether or not an entrance can be comped for Joe too. But I'm like, we can pay for it. It's fine. So I'm really excited, and it kind of was like high gear. Let's plan a trip. So we're planning on being there on the 9th, which is going to be so exciting. But we're actually going to be driving in on Thursday, and we're going to leave on Saturday, which was like kind of like we weren't sure if we could do it. Financially, we're always strapped. It's just the way it is around here. But we were thinking about actually taking a trip to New Orleans. I've been trying to figure out if I can make it work. It's been 13 years since Joe and I have been anywhere together. We used to travel a lot. We used to go on cruises, San Francisco, Vegas. We've been to a lot of different places. So once we got married and then found out I was pregnant with Weston, it was okay because we had seen and done a lot in my 20s and his 30s. But 13 years is a long time to not do anything other than take family trips to Pennsylvania to visit family or go on a couple of family reunions. Everything that we've done has been with our kids in the same room with us, or traveling and seeing family, and not too much of a vacation. Granted, it's nice to get away and relax, but the whole trip home from the Poconos, I searched up like hotels, tried to find the best deal, the best parking deals, walkable, all that stuff. And I was lucky enough to find something, and all that. So really excited. We planned a trip to New York. We're going to be there for 2 nights and 3 days. So it's going to be 2 nights and 2 days, I guess, because we're going to get in late on Thursday. Joe has some extra vacation time, but because it was late notice, we didn't want to like take the 2, so he's just going to take the 9th. So we'll travel Thursday after work at night, which probably will be a little bit better, especially with the traffic in that area. But I haven't been to New York City since I was 16, and this is in Brooklyn. But where we're staying, we're not too far away from Manhattan, so we're kicking around ideas of maybe going into the city for a dinner. I'm excited to meet one of my dearest planner friends. She's my planner bestie. I'm excited to meet her. I'm excited to see Helen. I'm excited to be at the Stationery Fest and preview the Hobonichi things. And if you are interested in anything like that, so there will be content to follow. I know that the Hobonichi stuff itself, I won't be able to release out until after they release it. So that'll probably be at the end of August, beginning of September. But I will definitely vlog my trip and all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you're notified whenever that comes out. And if you're not following us over on Instagram, go ahead and give us a follow over on Instagram, Planning Life with Erin. There'll definitely be some things in my stories as we're traveling, and different maybe real vlog type things. So definitely check that out. Now, with all that being said, I went through all of my stickers and I don't have any traveling stickers because we don't go anywhere. So we're going to get creative, and I'm going to show you guys what I pulled out and what I'm kind of thinking, and we're going to make it work. So I do have, I think this is City Life. I don't know if they're both called City Life. Like this is like, to me, this is like daytime and this is like nighttime, even though I think like one is like dark version, light version, you know, but I thought this would be perfect because we're going to be in the city. So I was thinking for this section, we're going to kind of start a little different than I normally do, but I was thinking, and I'm kind of just playing around, of doing this here at the top to represent the morning time in the city. And then we're in frame, right? Yes. Okay. And then this one. So I had regret. I did not get this one released. I actually got it when it was like a leftover. And I'm glad I did, because I did have some regret that I didn't get it. Don't mind Spencer in the background. She is playing, I don't know, murder mystery or something on Roblox. Do I want to pull this all the way down? No, I don't normally do that. So let's do it here. And this will be nighttime in the city. So I think that's kind of cool. And since we're going to be traveling for this most part of this page, I just need Sunday. But just like probably a to-do list. I think that works out great. Why does it feel crooked? Is it? It is, just a little bit at the bottom. Normally I'm not like super fussy, but it's kind of throwing me off. I think because it's like blocked this way. So it's important to be straight. How's that? Is that any better? Yes. Okay. So we've got these two washies and we're going to incorporate some on this side also. I have these, which I thought were really cute. This was from the 2023. This is the subscription favorites, but I really liked like the, them having like coffee and then so hot and like news. I don't know. This was cute too with the, like I thought maybe we could put this in down here to represent when we're driving out. I don't know. I thought it was cool. So we're going to use those. And then I think for my headers, possibly I'm going to use the stationery, the Happy Mail doodles. So because it is leading up to Stationery Fest and the Hobonichi, so we're going to use some of those. And then I don't want to use this whole kit because like this is not a gloomy week, but these are fairly neutral and I thought I could use them and then just get another kit when I need it. And now that I'm looking at it, I do have that there too. I just kind of wanted to try to keep it neutral because we're going to use my favorite color right now. And then I think I'm going to use a gray. I just want to swatch it on what? I don't know. I have paper everywhere, guys, and I can't find anything to swatch my markers on. All right, we're going to use this one. So we've got Tombow N95, and then I've got Tombow 026. I'm obsessed with this color right now. Don't know why, but I am. All right, so I'm thinking I like to cover this, so I'm kind of thinking we can use this one to do it. I like the little emoji and the building. All right, let's see if I can do this without causing too much damage. Ooh, I love it. All right, that's so cute. And then let's see if we could put this one at the bottom. Oh, I like this. Can we do, how would that look? Like if we did this up here, I just don't like blocking off too much of my morning. But technically, my mornings don't really start, aside from journaling, before 8 o'clock. So maybe that would be better. That would leave me at 9 o'clock. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see. This is like, bear with me, plan with me. I kind of like this. I want to stick that down all the way. I do like that. And I do like how it's like, for me, it's like the whole... like everything I love. It's Happy Mail, scissors, stickers, all the things. Is that supposed to curve like that or did I stick it down that way? I don't know. Oh, I guess it is. Okay. Let's do that. And then let's do this at the bottom, like what I was originally thinking. I do like these two emojis on the roof, and where we're staying does have like a rooftop thing. But I also like this one that's kind of exploring the city. That one's cute too. What if can I make it go to, I don't want to do that either. What do I do, guys? I do have this one here. Let's do the one where they're sitting. Let's see how that one looks. because it'll fit in here nicely. And then we'll just kind of do a workaround for my hobbies and things like that. My trackers. Ooh, okay, I'm excited. Okay. Now, let's do, we got habits, sleep, and cozy hobbies. So we'll start out with the gold. I love this color. I don't know why I've been so very obsessed with this color. So pretty, and I think it matches perfect. Okay, so we have that, and then let's grab my pens, if I can find them. I'm still a little like all over the place. We've been home for a couple of days, but this is only my second video that I've filmed in a week, and definitely needed the break. But I'm feeling a little rusty. Okay, what do I need? Oh, my nose is itchy. I need my ruler, and I think that's it. I have my pens. Okay, so normally I use my Uniball 1, but I've been quite obsessed with the Energel Clina, the 0.5. Don't know why, but I just pulled it out to write on something like a couple weeks ago, and it's been the new obsession. Sorry, my charger is hanging over here. Move that out of the way. Okay, so that is the pen we've been using. Highly recommend this pen, and or the Uniball 1 is also an excellent choice for writing, especially if you like darker ink, like that richness of the ink. I will say that both of these are very fast drying, but you still need to be a little careful because I do smudge sometimes when I'm not thinking, when I'm not really paying attention. All right, so my habits are my daily grind planner, because it's new to the lineup. Planner. Let's see, my vitamins, which I need to I think I'm going to call my doctor because I want to start taking some B vitamins, extra magnesium, vitamin D. And right now I take a multivitamin, so I want to make sure I can add more to that. I don't want to OD on vitamins. So I definitely want to reach out and see if I do add more, what should it be and how much, that kind of thing. But so far so good. I've been taking my regular multivitamin every day, so I'm very proud of myself with that. All right, let's do the sleep tracker. I drew out my sleep tracker last week, but I think I might order more. I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick this in my drawer. Eventually we're gonna do a debeaning video, or maybe we'll just have it be like a special thing on Patreon once I get that up and going. And I'm hoping, I don't know how much work I need to put in, how much more work, but it'd be cool if I could get it up and running, and then I can have some exclusive Patreon content for when I'm away. We'll see though. Okay, sometimes I get a little ahead of myself, especially when I'm going places. I don't know, I'm infamous for let's do all the work and stress ourselves out to the max. And right before a trip. I don't know, maybe it's ADHD. I'm not even sure if I have ADHD. I'm self-diagnosed, but it seems to fit. Like I said to Joe this morning, I'm a little spicy. It's okay. And he laughed. He's a little spicy also, so it works. All right. I like that. That is cute. All right. And I want to add one down here. I think I'll have enough room to do what I need to do. If not, the bottom part is washi, so that'll come off fairly easily. All right, let's add in my cozy hobbies, and then we'll get my little icons for that. I think we're gonna have some pool time today with friends, so that'll be fun and exciting. Where's my tweezers? Didn't I just have them? There they are. I put them away. Look at that. Okay. Let's do journal, reading, and gaming. Oh, this is not what I want. Here we go. Here it is. All right, so we will do journaling first. It's my #1 cozy hobby. And I do want to leave a little bit of space for the days of the week because I sometimes forget to do that. I have like the opposite problem right now. So normally I need readers because I wear contacts and I'm nearsighted. So in order for me to see well far away, I can't see well up close. Now I have my glasses on because when I was away, my eye was bothering me a little bit. So, and I should have taken it out when it first started bothering me, but I didn't want to, you know. So I'm paying the price. My eye is very irritated. I tried putting my contacts back in yesterday, and that was like a no-go. So I had to put my glasses back on, and now I actually will see better if I take my glasses off, but it just seems counterintuitive. I don't know. Okay, that works. Let's put in my days of the week because I always forget that part. Let me see. Do I have enough, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I don't know why I was down myself. It's the same amount every week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If I don't say it out loud, sometimes I mess up. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I am really hoping to start getting more sleep. I was just talking with Joe about it last night, and I'm like, I need more sleep. Like, I just need to get it because I don't sleep very well to begin with. I wake up several times during the night, and now that I'm like hot flashing and having night sweats, it's been ridiculous. So the 5-6 hours of sleep I was getting isn't enough with all the waking up that I've been doing. So gotta work on that. That I think is going to be one of my monthly goals that I'm going to put into my daily grind planner that I haven't set up yet, but we'll get there. It's only August 2nd, so I'm thinking tomorrow will be a good day to set up for my my month of August. It's my sleep tracker, and then I'm going to put in hobbies. Still the word that I'm not a fan of writing. I think it's the bees I don't really like. I'll have to figure out and practice some different style bees maybe. Okay, so Monday on the 5th, I need a box because at the ungodly hour, do we want to do gray? I wish I had like, I guess I could do this one maybe. I feel like I'm going to be bringing in some different sheets, and I think I'm okay with that. So I have a lot of leftovers. So kind of, I didn't put any blue in here though. So maybe we want to do, how's that look? That's not terrible. It's fairly neutral. I have to bring Spencer to the orthopedic doctor at the ridiculous hour of 8:15 in the morning, which I know doesn't sound like it's that early, but it's a distance. It's about 40 minutes away from my house. So we have to leave at like 7 to make sure we're there on time. I was going to use this. I don't think I want to. I'm not quite sure how long we're going to be there for, but I have our doctor's appointment. Weston is going to have karate, but my parents are going to take him. But we do have karate on Wednesday. So let's put this down for karate. And then we're probably going to run all of my errands on Wednesday, which completely throws me off. It did it to me when we went on this last trip because I don't know what to buy. Like, I don't need to cook food Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, but then I need to have things in the house for like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's crazy. I'll figure it out. I only have one car left. Oh, good thing it's Friday, and I'm going to take some inventory. I'm actually going to write it down because I'll forget. I need cars. I've been like trying to figure out what stickers I need, sticker sheets, because Helen's birthday sale starts on Saturday. All right, so let's do a car here, and then groceries, and what else? Trash day. I'll have to see if my neighbor can pull in our trash bins because trash day is Thursday. And we won't be here. I'll put this down here as a little reminder, and I'll put it on my to-do list to have my neighbor bring it in. Okay, so far we're off to a good start. Now let's see. what else do I want to use here? We've got all of these here. I kind of like this one, and I was thinking, let's see, love this washi paper. All right, so probably gonna leave around this time. So we'll put this in here, and we'll put in a little car, if I can remember where I put it. Did I put it back? I did. Let me see if I have an available car that matches in here. Been running out of cars. But I think I saw some in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, there's one. It's pink though. But that might be okay. I'll save the pink one and I'll just use this one. Definitely need cars. And just like that, we have another sheet to DB. Let's put it here. And I kind of want to see if I can use up one of these scraps. Like, can I put this? I have this trash guy here. Let's see if I can move him. Make like a little scene of us driving into the city. Okay, I like that. It's not terrible. And then we'll put the trash guy. We'll put it over here. And then this way, I can remind myself to have my neighbor bring it in. Okay. Love it. And then for these days, I kind of want to just put like, I kind of want to just do that, like highlight, like, and not put a box down so I can write about what we did. Now I'm pretty certain I'm taking this with me. So, and then I want to decorate with this because Joe and I will definitely be getting coffee and hanging out at some coffee shops. Love doing stuff like that. Let's see what else. And we have a little pen here. Let's use this guy. And we'll put it, let's see. Here, no, I don't like that. All right, wait a minute. Where do I want to put the pen? Kind of want to move, I wonder if I can move this. Probably not. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to leave it there because I actually really like it there. Let's put this one just like this, just because. All right. Ooh, this one's cute. It's a little emoji head with a heart and a little journal, a little bullet journal. So let's put this here. That's cute. All right, I like that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use the rest of these. I just wanted to use a couple. I like how that looks. I do need some to-do lists, so let's find those. And let's do a lighter gray. And then I wonder if I have, oh, I like this Dear Reader. It's kind of cute, but it doesn't really go because I didn't use any blue. I'm checking to see if I have. I thought I did, but I guess not. Oh, right in front of my face. Hi. All right, to do. So we'll do a to do here. Do I want to put washi down here? I feel like I do, but I don't know how I want to do it. Do I want to keep it all dark? And is that going to look weird because that's not? Let's try it. If I don't like it, I can take it off, right? I don't think that's terrible. I think it's okay. We're going to go for it because I really don't need too much space. All right, so we've got a to-do, and then I'm going to do a darker to-do over here on Wednesday. Okay, that works. Tuesday, I don't know if I need anything. I'm trying to think if we have anything on Tuesday, so I'm going to consult the calendar. I don't believe we do. Tuesday, nope, just have the doctor on Monday, and then Tuesday will be some Planning Life with Erin stuff. So let's do doctor. I'll probably be home around this time, so we'll work on some stuff here, and then Tuesday will be an early Planning Life with Erin day. And then this way, I don't think I'm going to have any time possibly on Wednesday night. But, I need to pack. So I'll pack here, but I'm not leaving until later in the day. So I think I'm going to try to squeeze in some things. I've got a lot of things coming up on the horizon, a lot of PR stuff and things like that. So I want to make sure I don't fall behind on that kind of stuff. Okay, let's see. I do have a weekend banner. I'm thinking about using it because it's very neutral. And I'll probably just get another one of these kits. I do like this gloomy week. I tend to use it for like rainy weeks, which thankfully we haven't had any. I hear little feet. I'm just gonna see if I can move this over a little bit or down. And put this guy here. Cute. And then we'll move this here like that. Oh, I put it on there a little crooked. Let's see if we can fix that. Oh, I think it's probably okay. Let's put it so this guy is sitting. Okay, that's better. I like that, super cute. I still have little feet. Let's see who it is. Okay. What else do we need? We have a to-do list on Monday and Wednesday. I like this one. That's cute. What else do we have going on? We've got karate. And I need to pack up the kids' stuff. So let's do a box for that. Why not? Let's see. Actually, you know what? We'll do a box here because we're going to pick up the kids on Sunday morning. And I love this guy. He's got a little Hobonichi. So we're going to use this one to mark the Hobonichi Fest or the preview party. See, now I feel like this guy doesn't make sense there. Maybe, this poor sticker. See how many times we can remove this sticker in this Plan With Me, shall we? Maybe we can get this off for a sec. And we'll put this one over here. And we'll write in a highlight here for the week. Or for the trip. That works. And then we'll put this guy. Do I want a box? I think I want a box. Let's see if I can find one. I use some of these. This one's not a bad one. Let's use this one. It's very neutral. Actually, before I put that down, stickers everywhere, guys. I find that when I'm planning, like when I'm like kind of freestyle planning, if you want to call it that, I am just working through it, but my mind is moving a little faster than it probably should be. So let's do that. I like that. Cute. Okay, now we're talking. All right, what else? I'm gonna have lots of laundry to do before we go. I do want to add in, I love this guy. This is my working emoji guy. So let's put him in. Do I do it here? Let's do him here. Usually I'm working like at the same time both days, so it kind of like covers both. But that's not happening. All right, let's see. I need the karate emojis. Oh, I forgot I had this. I need to get more karate emojis too, since karate seems to be a definitely ongoing thing. And I thought I had a doctor emoji, but I do not. And I keep looking for one because I keep thinking I have one, but I haven't found it. So maybe I'm hallucinating. I thought it was like with the sick day stuff that I had. Let's see. I have headache. I have sick day in here. Headache. Sick day. There is no doctor. Although this one's kind of like a doctor. Oh no, those are tissues. I thought that was like a little stethoscope or something. I don't have a doctor's one. I probably do. I just don't know where it's at. All right, we're not gonna go crazy looking for it. I do need some of the cleaning emojis though, so we'll pull those out. All right, I have to remember to take my Amnivig on Monday. I have to pick it up this weekend and I have to take it on Monday. All right, let's do some bullets. What color bullets? Which ones do I have left? That's the question. Okay, we have some of these gold ones. So we'll use one of these and we'll use the gray. It's like I don't want it to be too gray because it's a happy week and I'm super excited. I know I probably said 1,000 times on my monthly plan with me how excited I am. I am. I think it's more like I'm completely humbled. Like I would have never expected something like this. So really cool. And I'm excited for multiple reasons, obviously. But what's really great and nice is sometimes, like I was saying to Joe the other night, sometimes the universe, God, whoever or whatever it is that you believe in, kind of just really puts things right in front of you so you can't ignore it. So I know I've said a few times on here that Joe and I haven't been away in a while and it's always so hard. Everything we do goes into like the house, you know, making sure the bills are paid, making sure the kids are fed, all the things that come with parenting, all the responsibilities. And that's great. That's what you're supposed to do. But sometimes it's really hard to have that balance and to take care of ourselves also in our relationship. I mean, like we have a great relationship. That's not what I'm saying. But taking that time and being okay with taking that time to, you know, do the things that make you happy and bring you joy and like bring that adventure into life. So I feel like with the like last minute of it all, let's say, so to speak, and how everything kind of just fell into place, that it was the universe or God saying, hey, guys, get it together and just go for it. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna put this down because I'm gonna do some cleaning. Cute. Okay, and this will fill in more as I go. Like other than that, I really don't have a ton of stuff to do this week. So let's put a little bit of pen to paper here. Mark this, Planning Life with Erin. And then this one. And my parents very nicely are going to take the kids for 3 nights, which is nice. I'm like, woohoo. Okay, I like how this is looking. Let's do karate. And then Spencer has her ortho. We have to be there at 8:15. I believe her appointment's at like 8:20. So we got to leave early. All right, and how do I want to? I'm going to write Hobonichi. Preview. Party. I'm so excited. I can't even. And then we'll write in Yoseka. Yoseka. I'll write it in pen. Stationery. Fest. Ooh, I'm so excited. I never thought in 1,000 years. So, happy surprise. And I'm really glad that the fire was put under my butt to plan a trip. I remember years ago, with my friend, my very best friend. She was like, well, let's go to Florida, let's go to Disney World, let's go do all the things. And I'm like, well, I was like, I don't have any money. I'm very nervous when it comes to money. I'm nervous when I don't have money. I'm nervous when I have money. It's a nervous thing for me. But I really needed to travel and like go somewhere like on my own. I was very young. I was like 23. Those were the days. But I had gotten some money back from like taxes or whatever, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So we planned this big trip down to Destin, Florida, and we were going to meet up with another friend and her boyfriend that lived down there, and we were going to drive to New Orleans. And I think I've told this story before. And I had been very resistant anytime my friend had mentioned it. I was like, no, I can't. I don't have the money. And she's like, there's a will, there's a way. And, you know, she was kind of right. Do I want to add this in here? I kind of want to put these in here. I like these. So we went to like AAA, and this was like early on in our traveling experiences. It wasn't the best, but definitely in the memory books. And we planned a trip to fly down to Destin, Florida, and then we were going to rent a car just for the couple of days we were going to be there, and then head to New Orleans, and our friend and her boyfriend were going to drive. Well, we got there. They decided they didn't want to go to New Orleans, and we already had a hotel booked and paid for, and we couldn't cancel. So we rented the car for a few more days, and we set off for New Orleans. That was back in the MapQuest days. If you don't know what MapQuest is, it was it's an online direction site that you print out your directions. And that's how you got places. So we did that. And we made it. We did it. We had a great time. We spent more money than originally budgeted, but she was absolutely right when she said that where there's a will, there's a way. And I think that you forget that. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to be a happy camper necessarily in a couple of weeks from now, because it's got to come from somewhere. But I did really well last month. I did well for last month, so it's enough to cover some of it. So that's good, at least. I'm very, very appreciative of all that. So I'm trying to put like a stay up late now. I took all these with me at Poconos. I'm probably gonna take them with me for this trip too. But yeah, so like I just feel like there's, you know, you have to be where there's a will, there's a way. Because they're like, my logic brain will be like, no, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, blah blah blah. And you know, maybe some of that is partially true, but also there are other reasons to just let it go and find the way. And I think it's easy for me because I've got kids, and you know, to say, oh, I can't, I got kids, I gotta worry about the kids, and just kind of use it as an excuse. And that's no good. So we were planning on going to New Orleans for my birthday in November. But I was like not finding the will or the way. It was going to be really hard. But then this kind of got thrown at us, and it's important and it's exciting and all the things. So we made it work, and it just goes to show you can do it. Okay. That's when I'm going to meet my planner bestie. I'm so excited. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, we really don't have that much going on. Except for a trip at the end of next week, which is so cool. Okay. So, I guess like the moral of what I was saying, because I kind of got a little sidetracked. The moral of what I'm saying is that make it happen. Life's too short. Don't spend your life saying what if or shoulda, coulda, woulda. Tap into the where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. I think think this might do it for me. I'm trying to just like kind of center myself for a second and remember if there's anything else that I want to write in. I'm going to fill more of this stuff in when we get closer, but I know I want to pack. And then don't forget snacks. Okay. And I'm going to write in pickup kits. So they're kind of like, oh, you're going to New York City? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to New York City. I'm going to Brooklyn. And then, again, going with the whole where there's a will, there's a way. Like I said to Joe, I was like, you know what? I was like, we could probably price out, like, just get an idea of how much it would cost for us to go in the fall with the kids to New York City just for a night and then stay for the day and then come home. We don't live that far away. We're about, the maps say we're about a little under 3 hours, depending on what time you check the map. It goes from like a little under 3 hours to a little over 3 hours because it depends on the traffic and the time of day that you're going. It's a very high trafficked area. And then going through Providence at certain times is very high traffic too. That's why I need to leave so early on Monday for the doctor's appointment. But I think we could do it. I think we can go and we can spend an overnight and then we can take the kids to all of the sites. And like I said, I haven't been since I was 16. Joe hasn't been since he was younger either. So it's very nice. It's very cool. I'm excited. Maybe we'll go for dinner in the city. I don't know. Joe and I are pretty adventurous people. Well, we are. And we used to be. But you know what? Becoming a parent, getting married, all the things, you kind of forget that. Like I've been talking a lot on the channel about finding myself again and rediscovering old hobbies and picking them back up again and not feeling guilty about doing the things because it's so very easy to when you're a mom, especially, I think. So it's been very hard, but there's other aspects to that too. Like Joe and I, like, were very adventurous and did lots of things before kids. And then like you just fall into that, I don't know, the everyday. And then you start using things as an excuse, you know, like, oh, I can't have kids. Oh, I shouldn't have kids, you know, that kind of thing. So I think this is like the fire under our butt that we need. So this is great. It's win-win. All right. I think on Thursday, do I want to see if I can get my nails done? Tuesday, they're closed. Monday, I'm not going to have time. Wednesday's kind of pushing it. Thursday, maybe. We'll put it in here. And maybe we'll do it around that time. And then I'll still be ready to go. I feel like I'm overdoing it. But if I pack Wednesday, and then I also have toiletries to put away in the morning, which would be easy. I'm like a professional packer. I've noticed that. Joe and I packed. We left last Saturday and we packed on Friday afternoon when he came home from work. I had done a lot of work things and I still had like loads of stuff to do packing wise. It was so much work and I was like, I don't want to do any of this. But Joe came home. We like the way I pack for a trip, I wash all the clothes that need to go and then they're all clean and I just fold them and put them in the suitcase. So done. But he came home and he helped and we loaded up the car, which was great. That night we loaded up the car with all the stuff that we were going to need and all the things. So it went pretty smoothly. Him and I are a very, very well-oiled machine when it comes to packing and getting things ready to go. So that was cool. And when we came home, like, let me know down in the comments. I need to know. So for years, we used to come home and I would empty out all the suitcases and I would put everything away, throw the things in the dirty clothes, put all the toiletries back, a lot of like we have little travel size things and like just, I needed everything to be done. And it didn't matter if we got home at 7 or we got home at 10, I'd still do it. Joe for years thought I was a psycho. And then over the years, I guess, of just monkey see, monkey do, he was like, maybe she's on to something. So now we're like a well-oiled machine. When we come home, he unloads. As he unloads, I start opening things. Things go in like dirty clothes. What goes here? This goes there. Food goes away. We clean up like the extra cat food dishes and the cat litter and everything. And then when we're done, we sit down. And it doesn't matter if it's 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It's just done and we don't have to worry about it, which was nice because the next day, because he took the day off of work, we didn't have to do anything. except laundry. But it was nice. And I need to know, do you unpack as soon as you get home? Does it take you like 7 to 10 business days? Do you do it the next day? Like, do you live out of your suitcase for a little bit? How do you do it? And have you tried different ways? Like, I've tried to like just not unpack, and I cannot do it because I get really frustrated when I can't find my things. So that's partly why I do it. And plus my bedroom isn't like super big, so I don't have a real place to put like a giant suitcase, but let me know. What do you do? I'm very curious. Okay, and with that, I'm going to say we're done. I keep looking at it and I'm like, did I forget anything? I feel like I forget things because we're so busy during the school year with like all the activities in school and after school things. So when I have something kind of like, I'm like, do I not? But I have like my trip here, and then we'll write about it. Like I kind of wrote about this one. I have not finished planning for this week. I have like my important things, and I'm going to write down a few things that we did. But I did do some memory keeping while we were away. But I like this, and I'm going to do some memory keeping here, and then of course I'm going to write all about it. Again, if you are interested in seeing anything like any vlogs or anything stationary, all the things, go ahead and hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel so you're definitely notified. And if you are interested in seeing any like real-time vlogging stories and things like that, head over to Instagram and give us a follow over there. It's Planning Life with Erin. We're having a blast, and we're happy to have you there. I think that's going to do it for me. I'm very excited. I will be doing other Plan With Me's before I go, so I'll probably talk about it a little bit more, and pardon me for saying how excited I am. It's just all surreal for me right now. I never would have thought in 1,000 years that I would be invited to this, and I feel so very honored, and it's really cool. Very cool. And again, I think I've said this in other Plan With Me's. If you are attending Stationery Fest, I will be there on the 9th. Please feel free to come and say hello. If you see me, like, just try to, we'll work it out, because I might not recognize you, especially if you comment here a lot. There's not a very good picture, so it's hard to see sometimes. So just give me like a something you said kind of thing. I'll probably remember who you are and all the things. And also, I'm a very awkward human in real life. Give me a minute. I promise it's me. But I am very awkward. I have pretty good social anxiety, but I try to mask it as best as I can. So I'm very excited, and I hope to see you there if you're going to be there. Okay, so that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and hang out with me. I truly appreciate it. I know we're all busy, so thank you. Thank you. It means the world to me. And until I see you again, have a beautiful week and keep planning. Bye.